Well, following their crushing defeat in 2024, it seems Democrats are still in deep denial. According to the New York Times, the DNC's latest audit completely avoids Biden's decision to run and key decisions by Kamala Harris's team. Meanwhile, Democrats are acting like everything is sunshine and roses for the party.
We've got now incredible candidates that are running all over the country. I am feeling better and better about how Democrats are doing every single day.
But it seems the party is actually in terrible shape. According to this week's Quinnipiac poll, only 19% of voters approve of the work Democrats are doing in Congress, which is the lowest point since they started asking this question back in 2009. Kevin, some people, online, on videos, you always want to put your best face forward, even if it lacks substance behind the scenes.
Gosh, yeah.
But the Democrats are saying they're feeling great. Polls say otherwise. What's your take heading into the midterms?
What do they call it? Hopium or copium? A lot of this has to do with the fact that they do feel like their vaunted ground game, which obviously didn't help them win the 2024 election, is still there. I also think there's a genuine sense, and sometimes you'll see these podcasters talk about this, they feel like they have done the work, which is to say, we know we have a communications problem. We're working on that. We've got Mondami we can draw from. We've got AOC we can draw from. They really genuinely believe that will move the needle. Will it happen? If you're on the betting market, the answer is no. They're just saying, no, it's not going to happen. But I think Democrats have to hope that this is going to do something for them because there is no other alternative other than to sit back and say, we'll wait 4 years until we can run someone against J.D. Vance or Marco Rubio or somebody else.
Yeah, well, Katie, in the New York Times, it's titled, "The Democrats' 2024 Autopsy is Described as Avoiding the Likeliest Cause of Death," meaning that they don't want to talk about why the coup bringing Biden out. So why is the DNC so reluctant to touch on this? I mean, are they worried about self-incrimination if they dig too deep about the whole cover-up?
Because they're all guilty. That's why. Not only did they cover it up, but then they shanked him out the door. And then they propped up this candidate in the last couple of months of the election and tried to make it authentic. And it was completely clear that it was fake and wasn't going to work. But Democrats don't have a communications problem, okay? With all due respect to Joe Rogan and the podcasters, that yes, they had an impact. But the Democrats, the entire media behind them, with a few exceptions. They have a policy problem. They are control freaks. They scold you over everything, saying that you're a bad person. They want to ban fun. Their policies are terrible. And if you look at the real costs that the Biden administration had on families when it came to inflation, whether it was food or fixing an HVAC system, for example, because of the war on energy, it was completely suffocating and still is. So they have a policy problem. They can't get it together, and they can't get away from this distrust that they showed because they just pushed Biden out and then didn't explain why.
Well, they have a new theory that they're going to try. They're trying really hard to get your attention right now. And according to the Bulwark, it's called the attention economy, and it's a cheap imitation of the Trump populism playbook. For example, the left desperately wants former DNC chairman Jamie Harrison to be their Joe Rogan. And he's interviewed some stellar guests, like the Dems' failed VP Tim Walz and their crown prince, Hunter Biden.
Somebody asked me, they said, well, what would you have done different in the campaign? One, for starters, we would have won. That would have been a good start. And then backing back from that, look, you've got to understand the things that you can control.
You ask one person to go on the record that would ever tell you that I was in any way making a single decision about anything in that White House. I stayed as far away as I possibly could.
Harrison blames a, quote, hypersensitivity in the party not to mess up for their loss. But their attention economy plan isn't working any better. All they've done is create these cringe moments.
That ain't true. That's just what you saw. Donald Trump, predictably, sadly, is trying to launch political attacks in his ongoing war against California. Now that is true.
Train takes.
Trump's still saying now for our months, like we're going after the worst of the worst. And that it's laser focused. Laser focused, my.
Yo, this is the Ranking Rizzler on appropriations. See how I keep you informed? Very cutesy, very demure.
Democrats do have the attention, though, of one group, the panicked media.
Democrats are behind their 2006 and 2018 paces when it comes to the generic congressional ballot. Be ahead by 7 points, and now they're only ahead by 2 points. House seat ratings with a GOP president. Last time around, look at that. Democrats were ahead by 33 seats. How about in 2005? Democrats were ahead by 7 seats. What's going on right now? It's actually Republicans. Actually, Republicans with more net pickup chances. For anyone who's writing the Republican House's political obituaries, hold the phone.
Well, Tom, if the Democrats' plan is for Jamie Harrison's podcast to equal out with Joe Rogan's at 15 million followers. At Our Table podcast, 67.
Oh, too bad, Jamie.
You know, and in the similar vein as we're talking about hearing about the Stephen Colbert show being canceled. People are calling it that it's dissent. But the reality is, if you're not providing content or entertainment that the public actually wants, that is when you ultimately will get canceled, which is why this podcast is not going to take off, because all they do is complain and they don't actually come to terms with what the American people care about.
Also, it's purely political. There are a lot of left-wing podcasts, and they don't do as well as the Rogan podcast because they act as if Joe Rogan's some kind of right-wing Republican. He's not. No. He's a dude. So what happens is a lot of these guys, they hang around and they talk about their life. And every once in a while, things come up because everyone, you know, you can't have a conversation without talking about Trump. They end up talking about politics. But these are inorganic because all liberals ever want to do is talk about politics. The flip side of Joe Rogan is more like, I think, the dirty talking girl podcast, like the single, childless, like call your daddy, or you know, guys I've blanked. Do you know these podcasts?
I do not.
I do not.
But thank you for enlightening me.
There's a lot of dirty talking single girls. But
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they have good podcasts, but the thing is, they're talking about their life, and you know, ostensibly, I think that they're left wing. That's what you look for, the culture, not to Congress for your podcasts.
Yeah.
Well, and you know, the other thing I found interesting is that the name of the podcast is At Our Table, but to me, that is just such an enlightening moment because they have always been the limousine liberals. It is ours. It is ours. You are down there. This is our table. It is not the table of the American people, right?
Well said. No, you couldn't add any more to that. Other than this, good luck with that.
Podcasting's hard, okay?
Yeah,
it really is. You know, it's not made for everybody. But I think the Democrats, they still have a messaging problem. They're not accepting why they lost.
You know what, though? The one saving grace for Democrats? Republicans don't show up in a non-presidential election year. That's their problem.
midterms.
Motivating Republicans for the midterm. Democrats are going to be motivated.
When Trump isn't on the ballot.
Yeah, and that's a very good point. Without Trump on the ballot, that's different. But I think Scott, is it Pressler? Is that the guy's name? He's very, very active. The guy, he's worked a lot in Pennsylvania and stuff like that. It'll be different, I think, because they understand what's at stake here. The last 2 years of this Trump term really is depending on how well the midterms go. So that, I think, could change.
And the Democrats say, you know, if we take the House back, we're going to impeach the president. It's like Americans don't want another impeachment. They want you to do things that benefit them, and that's why they're stuck.
Well, Democrats always win with the get out the vote efforts. So Republicans, this is your warning.
That's right.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.